everyone, this is Jacqui Cooper with CryptoMom2, and I want to welcome everyone back to this episode of the talk show. I have a really interesting topic today that I am excited about because of the fact that it deals with both education that I'm passionate about, as well as technology, and it involves both using new ways to use the blockchain and a host of other things. I mean, again, when I introduced my guest today, he has a vision that is really inspiring, and his story is also inspiring. So this is the first of many episodes that we're going to be having, just because his vision is so broad that today is more about his story. And then as the different episodes happen, we're going to be sharing different aspects of how his blockchain business and his educational platform is rolling out. So, but for those of you that are not familiar with CryptoMom2, let me tell you a little bit more about me and how I got started. I was always curious about the cryptocurrency area and Bitcoin and everything else like that. And I dipped my toe into it about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I've been mentored and guided by individuals who have been on this journey for a lot longer than me. And I am very excited to be talking to people all around the world. In fact, my guest today is from Canada. And I am now a Bitcoin miner. I'm also a non-fungible token NFT creator. I have started to explore both crypto consulting, not to share what to invest in, but maybe how to organize your information, because my background's law. But I'm also an educator. So I'm combining a lot of the things that I love to help and support individuals that are starting off in this area, as well as maybe those that are also experienced, because we can all learn as we, continue forward. There's a lot of creativity in this community, and everyone is open to supporting each other. As always, this show is not financial advice. And you need to, do your own research and invest at your own risk. But there is a lot of opportunity here for everyone. And with that, I would like to introduce Tristan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Jacqui. Thanks for having me here today. Pleasure to be on CryptoMom2 with you.
So, what's really funny? The phone rang. The phone is a rotary phone. Really, really a relic from way back when, but I still have a rotary phone on the chance that the power goes out. So, it's funny. I have my cell phone plugged into my computer and a rotary goes off, but we're talking about the next level. We're talking about blockchain today. We're talking about where we're going, just like, 15, 20 years ago, the internet got started. Now we're, into a whole new level of technology development. And I want to ask you, how did you get started? And also, what is the name? Introduce to everyone the name of your business, because for those that are on the YouTube, you can kind of see the logo. It's on your hat. It's on your shirt. It's really, really cool. And it says IHodlLife. I mean, tell us more, for those that are not on the visual side of it, tell us more about how you came up with that and how you got started.
Sure. Well, I mean, all of it boiled down to two things. It boiled down to opportunity, and it boiled down to passion. A long time ago, to make a long story very short, a gentleman who is a very wealthy businessman told me to take $1,000 that I had. This was back in 2010. And he said, Tristan, you should go take that $1,000 and you should go buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. And of course, I did not. And then in 2017, when I realized what that $1,000 of Bitcoin would have been worth, which would have been, several $million, I realized, wow, what an incredible opportunity. And I realized at the moment that this was something I needed to pay attention to. So then paying attention to it for the purpose of wanting to maybe create a better opportunity for myself, I ended up creating a passion, and I fell in love with cryptocurrency because I discovered that cryptocurrency isn't just an internet money. It's a freedom of transaction. It's a freedom of financial custody and many, many more things that I can go on to. But that's really where the passion came from. And then I realized that everyday people have an opportunity to access something that they never could before. The financial market is designed in a way that the average person can't really invest. By the time we get to, IPO or we get to invest, it's too late. All the people have already made their money, and you can't get access to invest earlier unless you have certain clout, certain portfolio, or certain financial background. Where cryptocurrency removes all of that. The average everyday person can go and buy $20 worth of Bitcoin. They can sit on it and it can grow to, 20,000 maybe, just as a hypothetical example. And there's nothing else in the world that gives you that opportunity. More so, you are the custody owner of those finances. When you go to your bank and you give your money to your bank and you say, here, go invest my money, you don't own your money. And when you give your money to, a financial firm that's going to do your investments for you because they're professional investors, well, they own your money, not you. At the end of the day, if somebody closes their doors, you don't own your money. And cryptocurrency gave me the option to own my own money, take custody of my money. I feel as though humans have been tricked in a way to grow up giving their time away to people. And then when they get paid for giving that time away, they should go give the money that they've earned for that time that they gave away and give it to somebody else. And both times they don't get custody of either very valuable asset. So IHodlLife, which is the business that we've launched here in Calgary, is basically designed to connect culture and finance for the very first time. You don't need to be a college graduate. You don't need to be a university professor. Everyday human beings can take part in the community, I like to call it, of cryptocurrency and how it can change your finances. And we do that in different ways with our materials, such as our clothing and our culture to reach people and touch, community, as well as helping everyday people understand that you can take custody of your money, you can make transactions, you can buy things, you can earn money, you can invest money, you can stake money. There's a lot of avenues that are open now to the world that don't require very expensive intermediaries. And that's the real foundation of it.
I love it. I also I agree with you, in terms of what you're sharing. I know that you, in developing this this platform and this vision, you have many different pathways. You have both created different technology to support those that are investing or obtaining cryptocurrency, as well as you've put time and energy into the educational side. Which one do you want to talk about first? And for those that are listening, there are going to be future episodes that will highlight more specifically each of the areas, because there's quite a bit of genius involved with all this, but we're going to give an overview today.
Sure. I was going to say, might be a good choice to stick to an overview, and then we can kind of break down the different fundamentals after, because you're right. IHodlLife has a lot of different avenues or aspects of its business. And the reason for that is because IHodlLife is more than just one thing. It's not a product. It's not just a service. It's not just a software or a hardware. It's really an entity in itself, because it reaches so many points. So we have hardware wallets that people can hold cryptocurrency on for investors. We have payment terminals that allow merchants to accept cryptocurrencies. We've got branded apparel that people can wear, NFT marketplace where people can buy NFTs and things like that. There is an ecosystem attached to it that opens up a whole new avenue of education as far as cryptocurrency, which we've been leaning towards mostly. We offer a whole line of blockchain technology and blockchain training, all the way up to C-suite executives to train businesses on how to implement blockchain into their into their business, profitabilities. The options are very, very great. So that's kind of a roundabout of the whole entity of what IHodlLife offers. But the whole bottom line is IHodlLife is your go-to place for blockchain and cryptocurrency. Period. So if you have a question about blockchain, you go to IHodlLife and you're going to find not only training courses, but you're going to find answers, or you're going to find the professionals with the answers. And if you want to talk about cryptocurrency, you just want to know maybe how do I start investing, or how do I get onboarded into cryptocurrency, IHodlLife is the same location that you're going to go to. So for John Smith, who lives down the street, who just wants to invest his first $100, he can go to IHodlLife and he can understand how to do it in a very, very easy to use, very understandable location, and also be at the same location that a billionaire might go to figure out, well, how am I going to implement this into my my yacht business, or my my online infrastructure business, or whatever it might be. So there is so many avenues that takes from the top to the left to the right, and it connects them all in one thing, which is interoperability.
And that what you're saying also are things that I've seen over the time that I've interviewed different people. I mean, there are individuals who are in this space, but there are also businesses in this space that are starting to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment of service for their services or products. And the questions that come up is, well, how do I do that? And then there are individuals that are comfortable, doing different things within the various wallets and chains, and others that don't. So, having one place like yourself, the IHodlLife, to go and start off and learn and then get to the next level, that's really important, because again, this is a constantly evolving area, and it's hard to keep up because there's so many changes that are happening.
And with the full line of services that you find through IHodlLife, it's the kind of place that a crypto or blockchain guru can show up and feel comfortable, and a brand new person who just heard about cryptocurrency or blockchain and knows it's something interesting and wants to understand it can also go and feel comfortable and show up too. So we really open up the doors for everybody to understand, again, how culture and finance can connect, and people can become custodians of their own money. They can make their own interactions. They can make their own investments. And with a little bit of understanding, not a lot of technology, or a lot of fundamental, I use the internet as a good example. I don't really know how the internet works, but I sure know how it accesses my TikTok, and I sure know how it accesses my email, and I sure know how it accesses my website. And that's all that really matters. So blockchain, for lack of a better way to describe it, is nothing more than an upgraded internet. And interestingly enough, that's how people are going to view it. The whole world is going to take on something called Web 3.0. And it was cleverly named Web 3.0 because people are going to think it's just the internet upgrade, the new version, but really it's not. It's the eradication of the internet and the implementation of the blockchain. And people might wonder, well, what's the difference? The difference is simply the way that the information is stored, the way that the information is calculated, the way that the information is accessible to people. And those specific details, make a blockchain, in my opinion, specifically better than that which we use now, called a database. Both have advantages, but.
So one of the things that I know really intrigued me, as an owner of different altcoins and Bitcoin, are the wallets and what you've developed, because I've heard, for everyone to be totally transparent, I don't have an external wallet. And so
I didn't hear that.
But I will soon.
So let me touch base on that for you. So yes, we over here at IHodlLife have available for you to purchase on our website, www.IHodlLife.com. You can go there and you can purchase the world's first smart hardware wallets. So now people know right now that there's hardware wallets that are out on the planet. In my opinion, they're very beta compared to the features and the benefits that you're going to find on these new wallets. For those of you who are joining us visually, you'll get a nice look at the displays themselves here. Big, beautiful color touch screen displays, military vault grade security. They come in different models depending on what kind of usage you might do. We actually have 3 models that are designed to be your complete banking system. One that's designed to do your staking and your earning and your investing, and one that is designed nice and small to fit in your pocket, replace your physical leather wallet or purse and take it out into the world and make your interaction and your transactions. And then a third one that would be your savings style wallet. And we have some really interesting technology, such as NFC tap and QR scan, so that we can peer-to-peer payment. So if I wanted to make a payment to you right now, for a service that I received from the CryptoMom2 show, I could just QR scan you, just kind of tap your wallet, and instant payment to you. So the benefit of this is it makes my cryptocurrency now materialized. It makes it usable. I can now take my cryptocurrency, I can walk out onto the street, walk into a merchant who has a payment terminal, which of course we offer as well. And we can just QR scan that the merchant can now take payment in cryptocurrency. I can pay him in cryptocurrency, and something very different happened in that transaction. I paid directly from my money to his money. There was no intermediary, there was no IOU, there was no bank, there was no behind the scenes transaction of the money actually moving. It was just simply, I made a payment to him, bam, bam. He received his custody of his finances directly from the custody of me for the service or the product rendered. And this removal of intermediaries takes it to a whole nother level. When you look at it in real world positions, for example, I want to sell you my car, or I want to sell you my house. you might need 1 or 2 or 3 intermediaries to verify that I own the car, that the car is in working condition, or that the house is in working condition, that I own it, I'm the rightful person, I can sell it, I'm not a con artist, I own the deeds. You need people to verify this information. Blockchain does all of this for you. And when you remove all those intermediaries and all of those costs, the benefits become incredible in the way that we can interact and we can operate through smart contracts and through blockchain technologies. So the availability of use cases that are yet to come that people don't understand is just like it's 1993 and we're talking about the internet and people don't really understand how beneficial a website's going to be, or an email is going to be, or an app on their phone is going to be. Because when the world starts interacting with dApps, decentralized applications, and they start interacting with blockchain usable features and companies, the whole world is going to change on how we operate.
So I want to go back to a point that you made about the wallets. If individuals go to the website, they can get a discount by putting in
Absolutely.
CryptoMom2. So how would, for those that are listening, I don't always have the ability to offer you a discount, but this is a great tool and opportunity. So where would they go, and explain a little bit more about how they would get the discount on that or anything else that it might apply?
Absolutely. So when you go to our website at www.IHodlLife, and in case for those of you looking, you can see the spelling. It's like 3 words, I hodl, just like you're huddling your crypto, and life. So IHodlLife.com. And when you go there and you purchase one of the items at the checkout, it asks you if you have a discount code. So if you type in the discount code CryptoMom2, you will receive an instant 15% off your retail purchase, just as a thank you for CryptoMom2 being out there and spending her time and her energy sharing the love of crypto and blockchain to the world.
And I love it. And when you first showed the t-shirt about IHodlLife, it occurred to me, when we get our coins and we hodl them, we hold them, we hold them dear. And that's actually what we should be doing with our life. We should be holding our life and our joy for what we're doing dear. And so there's a lot of I'm just thinking about the philosophy behind what you have created, and the message also, because again, everyone is special, and that's what IHodlLife is trying to also promote and share in terms of how do we approach money? How do we learn about the blockchain? How do we learn about different things going on within our electronic life, which happens to be the blockchain side. So anyway,
You nailed it.
One of the things that I love talking about is also locations. You happen to be in a place that I haven't visited yet. For individuals that are visiting Canada and Calgary, where would you recommend that they kind of explore and check out? Because as a traveler, I know we're going to be talking in future episodes just about how that might work as well with the blockchain.
For sure. I mean, I know that travel is pretty on the low right now, with everyone mostly staying home and traveling virtual, but this is great news, because now that you mentioned that, the ecosystem that IHodlLife is building right now that allows consumers and businesses to connect is slowly being programmed and built into what's called a metaverse. So eventually we'll all be able to gather in meeting rooms, concert halls virtually, and none of us will have to leave our homes. We'll just pop on our glasses and we'll interact the same way we would physically, and we will experience it the same way we would as though we were there physically as well, assuming that the latency and bandwidths are going to be on par with real life. So we'll get to that level in technology soon enough. So there's really, really cool advancements coming down the pipeline as far as that goes. Really exciting stuff.
I know, exactly. So again, why don't you go ahead and mention the website? This is for everyone. This is the first of many episodes that we're going to be doing, because there's so many areas that we're going to want to explore. So go ahead and mention the website so people can go and explore it.
Sure. It's www.IHodlLife.com. And when you go there, you can even, if you want to get into the blockchain section, you can go onto our action bar. You'll see our e-learning tab. And through our e-learning tab, it'll give you access to our other website, which is our blockchain training courses. Now, those courses are designed for C-suite and executive level courses, generally meant for businesses and business owners to understand how to implement blockchain in their business. The rest of the IHodlLife site is for all of us crypto lovers out there who are doing our investing and holding and hodling our coins. You have got to go try out one of our hardware wallets. I'll promise you right now, you try out one of our hardware wallets, you will never go back. It's going to be like having power windows in your car. When you use this big, beautiful color display screen, you just can't operate a device without it after that. So, and when you see the neat features it has, like the hidden wallet, as well as the security features, you're going to absolutely love the device. The operability of it to be able to materialize your crypto is a world's first, to be able to take your crypto and walk into a store and make a payment simply because you can attach it to your phone and attach it to the merchant. This is a really great feature. So definitely go check out our website. Everything's on there as well. You can even get your hands on our very first IHodlLife NFT, which is now available on our website as well, www.IHodlLife.com. And don't forget, when you make a purchase, to type in CryptoMom2 in the discount code so that you can save 15% off.
Thank you. I think that that's great for all of the listeners. Again, everyone, this is the first of many episodes that we're going to have on. We're going to be talking about the various features, of the various tools that we've mentioned here. So definitely like and subscribe to the CryptoMom2. Definitely remember to use the discount code when you visit the website, and everything will be in the block below in case you're driving and don't have paper and pen. Don't worry, just come back to this episode and you'll be able to see the hyperlink. So that way you can just go right on in and explore. So thank you so much for being on today. I look forward to our future conversations.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me here today, Jacqui. My pleasure.